in your opinion, is the building behind you haunted?
In my opinion, it was haunted. I haven't been in it in a long time, but the people that say, that are here say it still is, and I'll just say I'm retired, so everybody that thinks I'm crazy don't have to worry about DeLong Plumbing being led by a crazy man. So. I'm Gary DeLong, and I started DeLong Plumbing about 35 years ago. It was the old office. We had an office in Battlefield, and the tornado wiped us out there. So we went to looking for a place, and about a week after the tornado, I found this and bought it from the lady that lived here. Well, yeah, I was here 12 years on this side, so we were here quite a while. And then we used to have it packed full, 2 offices upstairs and 4 or 5 people downstairs. It was pretty packed.
Gotcha. So plenty of people in there.
Yeah.
And apparently still plenty of people in there.
Well, I guess so. You call them people? We were signing the papers because we didn't go through a realtor, and we were signing the papers, and she said there are spirits in this house, but I made my peace with them. And again, I thought, well, you've had a little too much of the 60s, but didn't take me long to start believing. So we had the 2 granddaughters here, and they weren't here probably the first 3 or 4 days, and one of them said, "Who's that little girl on the stairs?" And so we hadn't told them anything, but so there wasn't long till everybody got to thinking that was the case.
See, I've been out here, footsteps back and forth to the office. I've gone to lock up at night, and somebody would run up the stairs, and I was the only one there. So. Yeah, there was a vase of flowers, and we'd put them somewhere, and then the next morning they'd be moved across the office, and nobody had touched them. And they would just. My mom and I shared an office, and then Lindy, our bookkeeper, had an office on the other side of the hallway. And these doors are, I don't know how to describe them. They don't have a handle on both sides, and they're kind of just in a eave. Is that what you call that? An eave? Anyway, so you can open them from the outside, but if you're in there, you can't. There's no way to open it. And she'd shut her in there. Shirley, we think. She would shut Lindy in there, and we'd hear knocking from our office, and we'd be like, what is that? And we'd go in there, and Lindy would have been shut in there.
And when our grandson was little, he was probably 2, he was playing up there, and he came running out, and he said, "I don't want to go in there anymore." And we're like, "Why?" And he goes, "I don't want to play with that girl." Remember that?
Yeah, they got in a fight over his train set.
I forgot about that he wanted the train set he was playing with.
He said no. We're like,
oh yeah, he's like, "No, those are mine." He was mad.
He was tiny.
He was little.
Yeah, and we said, "There's somebody in there," and he said, "Yes, there is." And then after it all came out, he calls her by name now. Well, when Shirley, Jane,
And my girls said they played hide and seek with her, but I don't know how much of that is actually them creating that memory or not, but. They did. There were times that I know that they would be in there talking. I'd have one of them in there, and you'd hear talking.
Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So years ago, when we had our office over here, somebody had been taking stuff out of the basement tools, and so my dad put a camera down there, and he's like, "We're going to catch who did that." So every morning, the secretary would change the tape out and leave, and we have a video of it, turn off the light and lock the door. So I was watching the videos, and one day I was like, "It's pitch black in here, and there's this little green girl that comes out of the wall." And so I was like, "Everyone, look at this. You've got to check this out." And so then we went downstairs, and we were like, "Okay, if you stand like this, and we would watch because there's a monitor in there. Can you see me?" And you physically cannot recreate her coming out. Plus, she's glowing green, so it's pretty unique. The walls are really thick rock, and the door is heavy metal. And when you shut it, it is pitch black. Even on a sunny day, it is pitch black down there. So there's, like I said, we were like, "Okay, shut the door while I'm down here and see if there is no light at all." So she was producing her own glow. I don't know.
And you guys were trying to recreate where she was.
Yeah, so she comes out of the wall just right behind the door, but like I said, there's no way to be where she was. It just isn't possible. Oh, and she has, you can see she has on a little jumper, and her hair's in little, was it pigtails or ponytails? You can tell from the video. the video is not as clear as it used to be when it first came on. We've watched that thing probably 2 million times. We've had people come over and show them the video of her. So it's well played video.
We're here on Scenic Street. It's the DeLong Plumbing House. That's how most people would know it. It's also was the home of Shirley Jane Rose in 1975 when she was abducted and murdered in Springfield, Missouri. My dear friend, Christy Foster, was with Shirley Jane Rose the day that she was abducted. She was 6 years old, and they were cousins. Christy had told me about this story, and I kind of tucked it in the back of my mind and never really asked many more questions. Then when I started searching for a story, I came up on this October 17th day, which is the day that Shirley Jane was abducted. It also happened to be my son's birthday, and I thought, there's a connection. I should look into this. As I was digging and researching, I found out that Shirley Jane and I share a birthday. So I had a real connection at that point. November 21st. November 21st is the day that I take flowers to her grave, and I place them there and I talk to her, and we have a conversation about how I will never forget her. As I was investigating this, I had another good friend who said, I used to work in that house building, and I have stories. She haunts that building. And I was like, really? She said, yeah. She said my name one time as I was running out the door, and I was like, oh, like that. Like, do I believe in ghosts? I believe there's an energy. But when you talk to these people, you realize very quickly something happened to them. Well, if we can ask questions, my biggest question is, did you make it home? Did you make it home? Did you get in a blue car? Did people really see you next to the blue car? And if they did you actually get in that car? Or did you make it home? None of the children were questioned. I found that in the reports by authorities. And I just have so many questions about why she's here. I don't know. But that's my biggest question. It changes everything if she made it home. It changes everything.
I don't remember what you do.
You just get close to it.
Okay, Jamie. Make this thing light up if you're here. Okay. I'll step back. So you are here? Oh. Do it again if you're here. I wasn't ready.
He's like, of course you were.
He's like, I know, gotcha.
Gonna close the door.
Okay. Oh, Nancy, you were ready.
Oh, hi. What's up? Should I not have done that? Should I open the door?
Yep. Oh, good.
Nancy, you're so brave, girl.
Good job.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, we're gonna close the door, okay? Door's closed. We're not gonna let anyone back in. Sorry about that. Sorry, that was probably your room, right? Was that your room? Sorry about that. We won't mess with your room anymore.
All right, so as we were going in the closet, it said dark, forever, shaken, and just now it said heavy. I mean, those are pretty deep words. Mm-hmm.
Did you feel, like, what was it like in there?
No, it was just dark. And I was going to pull up my camera to video it, and I just didn't.
Was it because the thing was going off here that was kind of making you a little extra anxious?
I think so.
Okay.
I was like, what? I don't want to see what's on there again. Dark, forever, shaken, and heavy was plenty.
Yes.
Okay.
And then here we are just talking about it, and it's quiet again.
The rods are inside a little tube, and and they have a crystal on the bottom just to hold them in place. And then the rods go inside this to where you cannot move it. I can do like this and make it move, but that's obvious. But if I'm holding it like this and it moves, you can tell it's not me moving it. Yeah, still got to go over it.
Hi, Shirley Jane. I'm Nancy. I'm going to ask you a few questions. Not here to hurt you. I'll ask you yes or no questions. If the answer is yes, please cross them. If the answer is no, please turn them to the outside.
Spread them apart.
Spread them apart. We're not here to hurt you. Thank you for coming to visit with us tonight. We appreciate you. Can you go straight? Can you straighten them out? There we go. A little bit more. There we go. You're getting the hang of it. I'm not doing that.
Well, when they do that and they don't respond like they should, sometimes I wonder if it's really who we're looking to talk to.
Can I address somebody else?
You sure can. Anybody. Not me.
Jeff,
Nope.
is that you?
Now go straight. Go straight. A little more. There you go. You can stop right there. Good job. Are you okay, love?
Yeah. Jeff, do you know we're looking after your little boy?
Yes. Nancy, I'm not trying to be rude, but I think you've had enough, honey, for one session. Tell them you're leaving.
Are you a little girl?
Yes.
Thank you. Can you go forward? Go forward. Good job.
Lexi just said,
Are you okay here?
Are you okay here? She said yes.
Good job. Can you go back?
I'm a stronger.
Can you take it back straight for me? Little bit more. Good job.
Ask her if she's happy here.
Are you happy here? Do you like being here? Good job. Okay. Did you make it home that night that you disappeared?
No.
Okay. Okay. Can you go back to the center? Thank you.
Ask her if she got my blue car.
Did you see a blue car that day? Okay.
Straight ahead, babe.
Can you go straight ahead? Take it back. A little bit more. You almost got it. Keep going. There you go. Did you get in the blue car that day? Okay.
Ask her if she knew the people in the blue car.
Can you take it back straight ahead for me? Keep going a little bit more. I know. Keep going. Good job. Did you know the blue people, or did you know the people in the blue car that day, Shirley? Remember, cross for yes, separate for no.
No, she's saying no.
Okay, go straight. Could you point at Becky? Can you go back to the middle for me?
Yep.
A little more.
Or your left hand pointed it back.
Perfect.
She was saying you're the one that gets to do the hunt log now. We are here at a very awesome location. We've had some paranormal hits with our cat balls, which they use EMF. I mean, not EMF, motion, and nobody been around them. We did get some wonderful hits on the dowsing rods. We had some positive hits with that and some good outcome. And then, just normal stuff. We've had a very, very good response from the living and the not living this evening, and hopefully we'll get you some more.